Interesting exercise with the use with the surplus generated from demonetization as it is being used for development initiative. In the past many budget we have seen allocation toward education has been very incremental in nature. For example, this year we saw an allocation of rupees 79,685 crores as compared to rupees 72,394 crores. It has been increased 9% this year. If we look at the highlights of the union budget this year in education sector, 5 significant areas comes into my mind. First one is 10 public and 10 private institutions were proposed to be at world class institution for to compete at the global level. Second one is digital repository of academic records. Third one, an additional allocation of rupees 18,000 crore for skill development under Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. Fourth one, creation of HEFA, Higher Education Funding Agency, with an initial funding of rupees 1,000 crores. And yes, Ragini, I expect that the budget which we are having will ensure the completion of all these proposals. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vishal, for sharing your knowledge with us. Now, Budget 2017 has proposed several revolutionary steps to boost the quality of education in the interiors of the country and make the youth employable. Now, I would like Himanshu Verma to share his views on the steps taken in the union budget for the upliftment of the sector.
Thank you, Ragini, and good morning to everyone. Education sector is the backbone of any country. If you want to build up high scrappers, you need to have a rigid base. And education sector provides that rigid base for developing country. Education sector had outlaid an increment of 9.9% to 76,285.25 crores, out of which more than 60% of money has been allocated to primary schools. Why it has been done? Because basic schooling is more important if a student wants to go for higher education. So they have focused more on primary education. Another thing is, we have around 3,147 backward educationally blocks. So they are focusing upon that also. Because if we need to develop our country, we have to strengthen the education sector. Another thing is, they have allocated 130 crore rupees on midday meal scheme, which is another good step taken by the government. So now the college will have the ranking system on the basis of accreditation. Another thing is, if you look upon the higher education center PGs, they are adding on 5,000 seats per annum. That is a very good step, I think.
Yes, very good. I would like to know more about more emphasis has been given to IITs and IIM. Would you like to say something on it?
Yes, Ragini, there is a reason behind it. Actually, IITs and IIMs are the base where a student can enhance his creativity and learn many things. So they are planning to build two main IIMs, which is in Gujarat and Jharkhand. They have allocated 190 crore rupees for setting up new IIMs and 7,230 crores for the redesigning of the existing ones. So I think we are into the era of innovation and technology. I have recently read the news that a Dutch company of automobiles, that is PAL, has recently launched its first commercial flying car. So all the countries, what they are doing, they are just coming up with new technology and innovations. So we need to cope up with them. We also need to cope up with them. So I think IITs and MBAs are providing that platform for our students. I think you will be glad to know that around more than 10 lakhs of our students who are doctors, engineers and entrepreneurs are working in US. Why? It is because we have a very strong education structure of our country. That is why they are working there. So I think the allocation of that amount, that huge amount, to IITs and IIMs is a very good step.
Thank you so much, Himanshu, for elaborating the stats and enhancing the knowledge of the subject. Now, various programs have been launched in the union budget. Now, my friend Vanshika will put some light on the subject.
Morning everyone. Yes, Ragini, you are very well right. The union budget this time also comes with several programs for education sector to enhance the knowledge and skills. Let me tell you about these programs. Firstly, Sankalp program, that is skill acquisition and knowledge awareness for livelihood promotion program. Under this program, current government's effort is to empower working population. This program is launched at the cost of 4,000 crore. And along with this, 2,000 crore is for skill strengthening for industrial value enhancement to improve quality of industrial training institute by strengthening apprenticeship program through industrial cluster approach. Second is Swayam, study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds. It is a course in which 350 courses are launched through this budget, in which professors of IITs, IIMs are available. National Testing Agency. National Testing Agency and autonomous and self-sustained.
You have exceeded the time limit.
An autonomous and self-sustained premier testing agency for all entrance exams.
Okay, so thank you. Now I would like to conclude the topic by saying that what else could have been done. Like, according to me, what else could be done is like there should be regulatory board for all the education university level, and also for the economic weaker section, the financial assistance should be divided, like should be given. That's all. Thank you. As we are running out of time, thanks for all. Thank you so much.